Hello guys, salam alaikum, Helen with Helen. If you are new here, kindly subscribe to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariatu. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe and share if you care. Welcome to Mariatu family. Let me thank my viewer. If it is the first time you're clicking onto my video, thank you and I love you. Kindly do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and turn off your notification bell, so each time I upload a new video you'll be the first one to notified by. Today let's talk about what is happening in the globe. Let's talk about it. It is high time we talk about it and discussed it. This is not funny. It is very, very serious what I'm going to say. It's very, very serious, and it is very, very serious. Let's talk about the coronavirus, which is happening around in China and overseas. Now in the Philippines, there is one death occurring in the Philippines already. There is over 20 countries which is infected already, and 300 deaths, over 1,400 infection. And this number is going to be higher day by day. Every day there is something happening here, there. It is going to be happening, and this thing can get serious before it can cure. And for now, when there is something doesn't have a vaccination, it is very, very critical. This is a very, very critical point. The US government has removed its citizen from Wuhan. The first people, they are now in Chicago, something like this. Russia, they are also restricting people for having visa to China. It's not big. They are panicking. People are panicking. The WHO has declared it is a global medical emergency. This thing is getting serious, so we need to stay vigilant in Africa. Because could you imagine, the Chinese government is just over 2 weeks. They already have a new hospital which is going to open on Monday. The another one is going to be soon finished. Although the Chinese government, they do not have enough medical staff yet, but it is there. It is there, and the WHO has actually praising China for quarantine the virus in China. And for I know when we do not have enough infrastructure back in Africa to do this thing those people are doing, it is going to be dangerous. And there is one death occur outside China, which is in the Philippines. One death occur already. So you see, people are getting fearing. For the Middle East, the UAE will confirm one new case. It is there. So Indian, they have one case already. This thing is getting serious. Over 300 deaths, 1,400 infection, which is confirmed case already. Over 20 countries infected. One death occurring in the Philippines. This thing is getting serious. It is getting serious. So we Africans, we need to stay vigilant. We need to stay focused. This is the high time for we to stay vigilant and check people thoroughly. Some of the airlines, they are even restricting to travel to China. You see, like the Qatar Airways, American Airlines, Japan, something. People are fearing this thing. They are fearing. And some countries, they are considering closing borders with China. And the WHO are actually opposing this because it can injure the supply to China. Because people are fearing. Could you imagine when something doesn't have a vaccination? It is very, very deadly. And I can't imagine you watch your loved one died. It is very, very terrible. And I can remember when we have a outbreak in Africa, which is Ebola. What Ebola did to our own people back in Africa. It is very, very serious. And it is very, very serious. Some of the symptoms for this outbreak, you have a runny nose, high fever. These are the symptoms. I can't ask people, eat what you know, consume what you know. When you eat what you know, it is much better for you. When you do not, when you don't, you eat something you do not know, it is serious. Because you see, this thing started in Wuhan, in the seafood market, livestock and seafood market. Now it's getting to a person to person transmission. You see, someone can sneeze in front of you, you have it. If that individual has it, when he sneezes in front of you, you can also stand the risk to have it. So when you go to the bathroom, wash your hand thoroughly. When you do something, wash your hand thoroughly, because those are some of the things the expert they are saying to people. Hygiene is highly recommended. Wash your hand thoroughly. Do this thoroughly. So we African, we need to stay vigilant. I do not care which part of Africa you are, long as it is in Africa, because we do not have this medical facility which those people have. In overseas, when something, you see, the WHO has actually praising China for doing a handsome job. The minute they are already having new hospital which is going to open today, the another one will still finish. Although the Chinese government doesn't have enough medical staff, but they are still doing a handsome job to quarantine people. For we, when we do not have this, it is very risky, and it is very dangerous for we in Africa. So people in Africa, we need to stay vigilant. This is a high time for we to. I can't imagine this thing reach in a poor country, what this thing can do to people. You see, some of the developed countries, people are scaring to go there. So I cannot imagine this thing happening in a poor country. What this thing can actually do to the economy. Because when someone doesn't travel to your country, it can actually infect your pockets. It can actually infect your business. Because when people go there for holidays, you see what is happening in China. The Lunar Festival, supposed to bring development, the foreigners, the tourists. Now it is not happening. Everyone is running out of China. Look at Russia. Russia, they are also restricting their own visa for the Chinese, for people traveling to China. Hong Kong also, they are trying to cut off their own border for China. Everyone is just panicking. I pray God will take control over this thing. For me, whenever I see people, they are suffering, it doesn't go down well with me, because I'm a human. It doesn't matter which race you belong to. We just pray for China.